Hi, today I'm going to talk about my Pac-Man game implementation and how I'm utilizing the memento and flyway design pattern to enhance the structure and efficiency of the game. So for this project, I went back to my childhood days for inspiration. Remember those pre-installed game on Windows? Well, one of my favorite one was Pac-Man. It was right there in the start menu, and I spent hours trying to beat my high score. So I decided to create my own version of game with my own twisted idea, and it was a fun way to relive those memories and put my own spin on a classic game. So about the Pac-Man, the objective of the game is to navigate a yellow character called Pac-Man through a maze, eating all the white dots while avoiding 4 ghosts. Pac-Man can move in 4 directions: up, down, left, right. The ghosts also move in the maze trying to catch Pac-Man. If a ghost catches Pac-Man, he loses a life. The game is over when all lives are lost, but Pac-Man isn't without his own tricks. Scattered through the maze are larger fashion dots called power pellets. When Pac-Man eats a power pellet, he becomes temporarily invisible and can eat the ghosts. The ghosts turn blue and move slower during his time. When Pac-Man eats a power pellet, he becomes temporarily invisible and can eat the ghost. The ghost turn blue and move slower during the time. So in this presentation, I will show you some of my codes and introduce flyweight design pattern, memento design pattern, and some conclusion, pros and cons. So in this main and diagram, the main creates game object factory, game object using flyweight factory, and set a new game state and save the current state in memento object, changes the game state, and restore the previous state using memento objects. The memento class is a design pattern that saves the game state of Pac-Man's position and game object, while the pellet and ghost classes represent game objects that can be drawn on the screen with their position. So I can add several objects. Before that, I will search from the flyweight design and making sure they are not duplicate. And for the memento object, I can save the current state and then restore the previous state and print the state from the game. So about flyweight design. Flyweight design is a structural design pattern that aims to minimize memory usage by sharing as much data as possible with other objects. This can be particularly useful when dealing with large number of objects, as it can significantly reduce memory consumption. Flyweight pattern involves creating a pool of reusable objects and providing a way to access them efficiently. So by doing so, we can avoid create unnecessary objects and instead reuse existing ones. This is not only reduce memory but also improve the performance, such as game for creation, object creation, and destruction. So it is a powerful tool for optimizing large-scale systems and significantly reduce memory. consumption and improve performance. And first, in my code, I use the hash map to structure to reduce duplicate objects. Whenever it wants to create object, it checks whether the object already exists in the hash map. If it already exists, it just reuse that, or if it's not, and just create one. And some of pros and cons of flyweights. Good is reduce memory, improve performance, and simplify creation of objects. And some of cons is make the code complex and hard to read, require careful management of sharing state to ensure it is not modified in uninspected way. So, and next is the memento design pattern. The memento design pattern is a behavior design pattern that you save and restore the previous state of object without revealing the implementation of detail of the objects. The pattern involves three components: originator, the memento, and the creator. The pattern is useful in a situation where you want to user to undo or redo. State of object. Memento is typically implemented in serialization, which allow you to convert the object into a string of bytes that can be stored in a file or database, and later restored back into an object. So in my codes, I have a object like the store position and the current objects on a game state. And inside the game state, there are several functions to store the object in that game state, how many objects in that game state, and the position of Pac-Man. And whenever the user is trying to save or they want to restore, they can also call the method to restore or save the game state. So some of the pros and cons of memento pattern: allow the game to save easily, keep the game encapsulated and separate from game logic, and make it easy to implement undo redo. Cons of it is memory intensive. If the save game are complex, the save may be not useful if the underlying game logic has changed. So, in conclusion, the mental pattern can store the state of game, including the Pac-Man game and game object. Flyweight object is used for efficiency, reduce the duplicate code, duplicate created objects. And in my game object factory code, it provides a method to get a game object and create new from the existing hash map, and game state provides method to add objects, add ghost, or add palettes, and restore and print this restore the game state and print the current game overview. And by combining these two patterns, I'm able to create a robust efficiency Pac-Man game and may provide a better experience and optimize system resources. And here is all my presentation. Thank you.